welcome back. Today we will start with some web service hacking. Then we will move to a database attack and also password cracking. Now the first thing I want to exploit is the Apache service that is running on our target machine. So when we go back to our nmap scan, let me just go there. So I move into, I think it was target, and in there, let me just quickly first look. We have the target scan, so I just do a simple cat here, target scan.nmap. So our nmap revealed quite a few areas that could be exploited. We already have done a fair amount of work, but if we go further to web services that are running, this one here definitely is something to consider as something to exploit. So when you look at port 8180, the port is open and you see Apache Tomcat is running on this. Now that's a web service which is running on this particular port. So actually our target machine is a server, has a website, is running a website, and we can try to navigate to this website actually to check what is going on. Now the Apache Tomcat has some known weaknesses, in particular if it's not well set up. One weakness is it might be easy to enter with default logins. The default login is simply Tomcat with the password Tomcat. Now this doesn't give you high privilege, but it might still give you a way to enter the system. And from there you could then start further attacks. Yeah, so that might be a good way in. So before we look into this, it might be useful just to have a look at the website. So we just navigate, we open our browser, we navigate to our target IP. Let's do that. We have to remember, note this down, that's the target IP. And I already put in here the port, so I just go straight to the port as well. That's relevant if several ports are active in providing services. So I just run that and see what happens, and you see now we are on a website. Now this website is run by our target machine, and on the left hand side you see the admin part. Yeah, and if you go to Tomcat Manager, if you click on this, that is basically a way to log into this website. I'll now just simply try default settings, so Tomcat, and also the same as a password, and just see what happens. And indeed it really works. Of course that's usually not working. And now you are in your applications. Yeah, so that's interesting, and yeah, maybe that's a good way to do some further work. Now the next thing I want to do, let me just close that, is I want to start looking more carefully into web services, and I think that's quite a good idea to do some further scanning. So when you have a look at the scanning analysis, so here you see this number 2 vulnerability analysis, you see NIC2. You just click on that. We already have done Nessus before. NIC2 is focused on web services. Once you click on this, you already get the help function, so you see the structure of this command. You need to add your host, so that's your target basically. You might need to specify a port, yeah? Otherwise a default port is used, and we are on port 8180 in this particular case. So if you want to run the scan, you just type in nicto. Let me just zoom that in a bit more. Specify the host option, specify the target IP, use the port option and specify the port, and you execute that. And if that is running the service, it should give you some further details. Now I noticed that sometimes when you do this scan for web services, it might show that nothing is actually running. Now that also happens if your target machine is not really active. So in order to get rid of this mistake, you might need to restart your target machine. So of course a precondition is that your web service is active. Now you see now a lot of details are coming out. There are a whole host of potential issues that could be used. We just let it continue. And you will also see further confirmation that the default login is working. And that gives you basically a way in. So that's the idea. Okay, that takes a few more seconds. So after this is complete, what we try to do is we go into the Metasploit environment and we try to exploit what we found, and hopefully we get in using this way. Okay, so here you also see in the Tomcat manager, this is what we just saw before. So Tomcat works as a login, default account found. Yeah, so that's exactly what we used. So that's confirmed in this particular scan. Now this scan is very useful if you want to look at web applications that might be exposed to attacks. Good. So let's start our Metasploit. So MSF console. That will also take a few minutes. And then we search inside the console for Tomcat. You can also do this if you want on a browser as well. That's perfectly fine. It will give you the same hits, but sometimes it's kind of convenient to do it inside Metasploit. So now Metasploit is up and running. That's pretty good. You see the prompt has changed. Now let me just zoom a little bit more and do a search here for Tomcat. And this gives you a whole range of various things you could potentially use, and also a rating. You see that on the side in terms of what might work and what might maybe not necessarily work. There are basic exploits for uploading and downloading some data. Uploading is in particular interesting if you enter the system as a normal user and you want to start uploading certain packages that would give you access to so-called privilege escalation, which would then move you up the rank finally to get to root access. So this exploit here is an interesting one to explore. We just do a copy. We go further down here and simply run our use command and then paste in. We have done something similar before. We paste the selection, we execute, and you see now the prompt is changing to this particular exploit. Now you never know how the structure looks like, so if you go to show options, you see what is needed. So you see a default port setting 80, which we have to change. We have to specify our target as well, so that has to be specified. We have to specify our password and username. We already know Tomcat should work, so we look into this, we put it all in, and we have to run it. So that's the idea. Okay, let's give it a go. So we start with set, to set now these options. So HTTP, we have to do the spelling correctly. Username, let's do username first. Tomcat, if I spell it correctly, and then we do the HTTP password, which is also Tomcat, and then we do the host. That's our target IP address. I noted this down. Again, it's very easy to have some typos here. So here we are, and then we also need the port. That's our port, if I spell it correctly, and we are 8180. So I think we have done everything. Let's just have a little look. Show options. Let's have a little look. So we have Tomcat, that's fine. We have our host, that's the target host. We have the port, so that is fine. The rest is all default settings. That should be fine. So I think we should be good to go. So if you type in run, sometimes also exploit, this depends on the exploit, so usually run works. We should be able to go. Yeah. Let's see. Again, it's very easy to have a typo. That looks good. So it executed this exploit, and what you get now is you get another prompt. Yeah. That has a funny name. The meterpreter, that's a separate shell. It's not a Linux shell. So that's something to note. It has different commands. So things that work on Linux might not work here. Some might not. I'm not an expert on this. So what I tend to do is I just use the command shell, which gives me a Linux shell basically. Yeah. Once this is executed, you can now use the standard commands. So for instance, the obvious first thing to do is to ask, who am I? Yeah. And you see you are Tomcat 55, so you are logged in as a lower level user. Okay, that's pretty good. That's excellent. And of course now you can also ask yourself, where am I? And you are in a default directory, and of course then you can do all the standard commands. In particular, you could move yourself to the temp folder. That would be an option, and you could start with this exploit to upload some packages that would allow you to escalate your privileges. So that's a very common thing, and you see an awful lot about this in various discussions online. So that's an obvious way to attack this further. But for us, it's now actually enough to see that this is another way to enter our target machine. So once I'm happy with it, I just use exit to exit the Linux shell, and I go back to the meterpreter one, which I exit with quit, and then I go back to the next shell, which is our Metasploit, and I just use an exit here on this one, and I'm out. Yeah. So that was the first attack, which was quite successful. The next thing we do is trying to attack a database. I'll see you in the next